OMG. I'm going to quickly address this. I don't plan on this being a long live. I figured it out, family. I have figured it out. Can I turn on the green screen? Okay. Turn on the green screen. Can we turn it off? Well, now it won't even let me turn it off. That's weird. And yes, I'm laying in the bed. There we go. I'm laying in the bed because I don't feel well. And I threw out my back. Well, good to see you. This is not going to be long. So I'm laying down right now because I don't feel good. And I think I threw my back out when I was lifting that stuff yesterday. But I went, so today is the day that paperwork is supposed to be, not paperwork, but now that his name came out, he's probably watching my channel. Today is supposed to be the day that Stone Paxton was supposed to be doing the live with Jaguar, right? So I was, reviewing my comments because I told y'all that my channel is set up for comment approval. So like no one's comments show up until I approve them. And, there's always going to be a troll that pops into the comments, and some random white lady, I didn't even read her comment. Just the minute I saw that it was negative, I blocked her, right? And she was mentioning, why do you black women talk about each other? First of all, white lady, don't speak on black people. First of all, okay? Don't speak on us. You know nothing about our culture. Don't speak on us. Second of all, ain't nobody going against each other. I'm investigating Jaguar because I believe that she's not who she presented herself to be, period. And I'm going to keep investigating her. I don't care how many of you trolls come over here and try to talk shit. Now, the reason I jumped on this quick live, so I went to her channel to see if the live that she's supposed to be doing with Stone Paxton was there, right? Didn't see a live, didn't see an interview. And I looked at the titles on her most recent live. There's a title that said, I didn't watch the live, but it said black YouTubers, black on black crime. Then there's a members only that said the Willie Lynch mentality on YouTube. Here's the thing, Jaguar. I know that you watch my lives. I know that you do. I see you in the 5D every time you pop on. You're probably watching this one. You are the biggest troll on YouTube. I figured out your life revolves around trolling on YouTube. That's literally your soul's purpose, is to troll. And I noticed that when other YouTubers, not just me, when other YouTubers call you on your shit, you try to play victim. You and Claudia, you both definitely have that in common. See, because y'all have been some of the biggest bullies in social media. You both have been like some of the biggest mean girls. And then when people call y'all on y'all shit, legitimately call y'all out, then you try to play victim. You have never talked about the Willie Lynch mentality on YouTube ever. I have. Just like how you went and regurgitated all the research I've done about Angie Stone since March the 2nd, not only on Real Life Street Stars, but on multiple platforms. So this is how I know you're watching my lives every time I go live, because you keep repeating what I say on your channel. Literally. So I think this is the new I want to get attention plot. Because I won't engage with you. I don't come and watch your content. I don't drop down in your chat. I don't troll your chats the way you trolled mine from multiple fake channels. You and Danny Robertson both continue to do it, right? So what you do is, you try to bait for your like attention seeking by constantly repeating the stuff I talk about on my channel. It's real weird. Like, it just amazes me when I think back to all the people you've called trolls in the time that I've, gotten to know you on YouTube since last October. Just thinking back, you've called so many people trolls, myself included, but you are the biggest troll on this app. And it's crazy to me that you have no sort of original thought process. You're not authentic. So all you can do is troll. All you can do is sit up and obsessively watch my content and repeat everything I say and try to present it as yours when you know damn well it's not. Now, I want to know, for those that are listening, have you guys ever heard Jaguar Wright talk about the Willie Lynch mentality on her channel? I'll wait. Even when we were aligned, when we were so-called family, I did a whole live talking about racism and the Willie Lynch mentality. Showed details about where I'm from, because I'm from the home of Malcolm X, the real Black Panther, not a fake one like you claiming to be a Black Panther but cooning for Trump, a whole entire damn alleged racist. And all commentary on my channel is alleged and for purposes of entertainment and education. But this is not alleged. I went to your channel to see, did you do the interview with Stone Paxton, because it's supposed to be today. I don't see any sort of live. I don't even see a scheduled live. Yeah, Quell said, nope, she didn't. Thank you. And you're supposed to be a Black Panther, but you've never educated the world of YouTube about the Willie Lynch mentality. But I recently mentioned that during my live. I think it was 2 days ago I mentioned that. Now all of a sudden you're doing a members only Willie Lynch mentality. Oh, let me guess. You're probably talking shit about me, calling you out on your shit because I'm investigating you. See, the difference between me and Maggie is I'm actually really investigating you. Maggie's just talking shit about you, which is also why I'm not going to engage with her. So this is what I'm noticing. You and Danny Robertson, you put out content, you put these clickbaity titles, because deep down inside, both of y'all are mad that I won't engage with you on your platform. So, let's put out these titles to get Dee's attention. And I'm still not going to go watch your content. I for damn sure I'm not going to join your channel to watch it, because I don't give a fuck what you think, for real. I just find it hilarious how you continue to troll. And the more I expose you, the more I investigate you, the more you keep trolling and trying to put out this narrative that you're not this person that we all can see you clearly are. Quo said, and a lot of those that call themselves Black Panthers have been compromised. Exactly. I recently talked to this Lyft driver last week about all of this, about, my channel, the difference that we need to start making in the community. Because he was talking to me about all the real life Black on Black crime. See, you're talking about bullshit. Black on Black crime on YouTube. Ain't no Black on Black crime on YouTube. People are realizing that you are not who you say you are. People are realizing that you're not this person you've presented yourself to be. You're not a whistleblower. You're not an advocate for survivors of sexual abuse. You're not an advocate for children who have been sex trafficked. You're a troll. You're the biggest troll on YouTube. You're not working on your music at all. You're clearly not working on your Jaguar Wright show. Your entire channel is consumed with obsessively monitoring and trolling other content creators that don't like you. There's something wrong with you. Seriously. That's not normal. Like I said, I only went to your channel to see if the live between you and Stone Paxton was posted. Other than that, I really don't care about what you have to say. I don't believe that you are. I don't believe for a second that the person that I followed all these years and supported is who you are. I just don't. But the constant regurgitation of my content is annoying, but it's also showing that you have no content. You talk about how people don't have content without you. You don't have content without me. If I were to like really stop coming on YouTube live and just started going back to editing and uploading, I really wonder what you would talk about on your channel. See, the Willie Lynch mentality is not black content creators calling you on your bullshit, man. The Willie Lynch mentality is the continuity of racism within our race. You know, the light versus dark skin, the crabs in the bucket, fuck it mentality. People like you who are in a low vibration constantly trying to bring down those who are in a higher vibration than you. You playing victim when it's been discovered that maybe, just maybe, you did allegedly participate in these satanic rituals. I mean, you did say that you were a witch. I think you're mad because I'm hitting the nail on the head with my investigation about you and Clive and Jay-Z and Diddy, Paperwork Party, aka Reading, Writing, Arithmetic TV. See, when people start hitting that truth and others start seeing the truth, then all of a sudden you want to play victim. Everybody's coming for me. Ain't nobody coming for you. Motherfuckers are exposing you because you're not who you say you are. It's that simple. And I'm not the only content creator. Like I said, I find it amazing the way karma works. You know, you did all that shit talking about me, but you still haven't taken accountability. And you have the audacity to say that black content creators are coming for you. You have yet to take accountability for what you did on February 9th. It's amazing how you play victim, but everybody witnessed you cyberbully and gang stalk me. Everybody. Your subscribers, my subscribers, Odell's subscribers, Maggie's subscribers, all the non-motherfucking factor content creators who are not subscribers that troll, like Danny Robertson. The whole entire YouTube witnessed you do that. If that ain't the Willie Lynch mentality that played out in real time on your own platform, ma'am, I don't know what else is. Because you tore down me, a melanin black content creator that did nothing but support you. But now that I'm exposing you, now that I'm connecting the dots, and everybody can see it, now all of a sudden you want to do a members only Willie Lynch mentality live. Then you do another live titled Black on Black Content Creators, Black Crimes. Ma'am, the only person who's been committing black crimes is you. I think you big mad. I think you're big mad because I don't want to fuck with you no more. I think you big mad because I won't come to your channel and troll your content. I won't come to your channel and troll your chat because I don't give a fuck about your low vibrational content. Now that prayer was hilarious. You know, there's certain lives I'll investigate to see where your mental is at. But like, I'm not coming to your channel every day and watching your lives. Even that one, I think I screen recorded maybe, what was it, 10 minutes of it. After that, I just couldn't take it because I was like, you know, hearing all of your psychosis and your demons and shit just kind of got annoying. But you know, to title right after, again, this is how I know you're watching. You always do these lives right after I've done mine. The lives were done right after mine ended. Hilarious. Hilarious. And you as a black woman, you know, I think you're mad about that too. Because when we covered the audio, again, I didn't even know about that woman's channel. My subscribers keep bringing me content. And more subscribers keep sending me emails and DMs about content that's circulating about you. The woman that put that video out of the threats you made to Goomba and his new girlfriend and her kids, talking about how they were going to rape her and the kids and put bullets in their head. I think you didn't expect for that to come across my platform. And ever since it has, it's exposed you for who you really are. Definitely not a defender of freedom. Definitely not at all a protector. But you want people to believe that so that they'll buy into your ministry bullshit so you can collect money from them. Let's keep it real, Jaguar. That's the only reason why you're pretending to be a minister. You told the whole entire world on Too Strong's platform last year that you were a witch. We've discussed it on your platform. We've discussed it on panel. Quell said CIA, whom specialize in destabilizing nations, let alone groups of people, especially ours, with the psychological profiles, think our people tend to do makes that publicly unlikely. Thank you. Grand Rising Neptune Pisces. I keep telling y'all this woman operates like a CIA agent, constantly monitoring, projecting, and deflecting. Let me go obsessively watch JustDee's channel to see what she's talking about, and then let me go repeat it on my platform and others. Now I'll have to jump off for a quick moment because I had to get some more gloves for my GI condition. So I won't jump off. I'll just probably mute it when my order pops up, when they pop up to deliver it. But it just amazes me the way that this is a pattern with you. See, you even said that you know how this you talked about how the CIA operates. You said that they monitor people's behavior, they monitor how many times people blink, how many times they move their hair. I mean, you know way too much. And the consistency in you watching my content while not giving credit for repeating, information that you are getting from my channel. The way you consistently monitor and repeat everything I say. Were you ever a truth teller, or were you just, because a lot of people I've seen, like the people that you've called trolls on YouTube, I started watching their content as I've been investigating you. And they all said it. They said, you know what? She watches people's channels. She doesn't come up with her own original content. She watches everybody's channels and then she goes and repeats what they say and tries to make it seem like she discovered some shit. The fact that you keep doing that with my channel and content, yeah. Yeah. I have a feeling that if you really are a CIA op, you're going to blow your own cover. The fact that you said that shit on those voicemails to Goomba was very telling. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I wasn't finna. I had to throw on some clothes real quick to answer the door. Like I said, I'm looking at this for what it is. Now, again, I'm taking time right now to rest. Um, my body is recuperating, and I'm continuing to speak abundance and healing over my life. I know it's coming in. The thing I realized today, when I was praying earlier, and I was like, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, most high, show me what your will is. Because I've got to get my surgery done ASAP. And I'm manifesting. Okay. Sorry, I had a notification. I'm manifesting um, a new remote source of income. But in the meantime, when I need to rest, I rest. Now, I will be back on tonight. But like I said, I was like, let me go see if they did this interview. That way, if they have, I can go ahead and cover that tonight, only to see more regurgitations of what I said. And whoever the troll, the white lady troll was, the thing that I saw was her say, I didn't read her whole comment. Like I said, when I saw that it was negative, I just blocked her. But to say, why are you black women going against each other? And she just talked about Angie the other day. For all I know, that's another fake account of Jaguars. Because it's not a coincidence. That's why I went to her channel, because I'm like, what is she talking about? I want to thank the trolls that have tuned in. Thank you for pushing my video up in the algorithm. Because if y'all were really paying attention, I specifically said, when did Jaguar start talking about Angie Stone? It definitely wasn't on March the 2nd. That's why I shared screen of her channel to show y'all. She has not talked about Angie Stone until the past week. Because now not only has she been called out by me, she's being called out by other CCs about that. I'm not the only one who's mentioned that. So it would make sense for her to all of a sudden, do a live and title it Black on Black Crime, Black YouTube Content Creators. Guess who else did that? Cloudy Claudia. How is it that women who have behaved as mean girls on this very app to multiple people are all of a sudden coming for the black community? Fuck. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. That's getting on my nerves. How is it? How, Sway? As many people, Jaguar, that you talk shit, for you to even title a live about the Willie Lynch mentality, you are the biggest perpetrator of it. All you do is tear down black content creators all day. Maggie, No Nuts, Tiggle Bitty, A2, you tear down every content creator that you tear down is of melanin complexion. This is why I'm like, it's the delusions of grandeur for me when it comes to you. Even Odell pointed out how you clout chase. But now you want to do a members only live titled The Willie Lynch Mentality on YouTube. Well, I guess you would know about that, seeing as how, again, you're like literally the female Uncle Ruckus. The biggest Uncle Tom on this app. You coon for Sean Atwood. You coon for Trump. When it was said that you didn't even fucking meet Trump when you went to Mar-a-Lago. You met his team, Mr. Grab him by the pussy himself. You was all up Sean Atwood's ass. Now you're doing lives about him, tearing him down. Talking about come get your trash, Maggie's trash. Well, you that must mean you're trash because you sat your ass on her platform daily. You was on her platform more than mine. And what were you and Maggie doing? Tearing down other black content creators. But you cooned for Sean Atwood, Roro, and Shane. After you and I both were on the same live, ma'am, with Rocco Fowler. Remember that? When you triggered Rocco Fowler and he cursed you out and I went off on him about the Confederate flag shit? Remember when Shane got his I'm a white supremacist ass on Maggie's platform condescending to her? You remember that? We were on the same panel on her channel. And every day, y'all would invite me to Maggie's panel. The minute I jumped on the panel, relentless, you were always tearing other content creators down. I was the one trying to redirect the energy to a higher frequency. So I realized your entire life, ma'am, revolves around you trolling on YouTube. Definitely, like you and Danny, you, Danny, and Paperwork Party, all three of y'all act like CIA operatives. Like, I don't understand how you're supposed to be famous, but you have all this time to troll on YouTube. Why do you have so much time on your hands? Why aren't you producing your show? Why aren't you actively producing your music? Is it because producers don't want to fuck with you no more? Quell said psychological warfare. Our people need to learn about these things for defense purposes. Exactly. That's why I'm exposing this shit, even about her. So that people will wake the fuck up. All this MK Ultra. Do y'all realize that this woman's doing MK Ultra on YouTube and then playing victim? Much like the corrupt pastors where I come from that use fear tactics and teachings of hellfire to condition people to donate money to their churches. Like, I've been open and honest and transparent about my health issues that I'm going through. My surgery, me speaking into existence, stabilizing my life. And I appreciate everybody who has sent prayers and positive energy and donations. The most I'll do is, say, hey, family, if you can donate, please do because I need them. I'm not sitting up here performing MK Ultra on people, trying to brainwash them and mind control them and manipulate them into only following me, but don't follow this other person. The most I tell people is that if I see you fucking with content creators that I don't fuck with, I'm going to just look at you sideways. I'm not going to tell you who you can and can't follow. People are grown. But the constant monitoring and copying is real fucking weird. Definitely psychological warfare. Definitely plants. I agree with you, Quell. These people are plants. You're not advocating for anyone but yourself, really. Jaguar, the only reason why you jumped on the Angie Stone train is for clout. In the last week and a half is the most I've seen you talk about Angie Stone. And guess what? It came after I continued to call you out about you stealing my content. Because if you ever gave a fuck about Angie Stone, we would have seen a live from you on the day that they announced that she died. We would have seen you go into immediate investigation the same way I did the day after they announced that she was dead. We didn't. Not one live. In fact, all the lives you did, the titles, because I looked, like, well, let me just see, has she been talking about? Nope, she hasn't been talking about Angie Stone. You might have mentioned her here and there within a live, but an actual full on investigation, no. And here's what's also telling: all the other content creators' channels that you went to, once you realize how trending the subject was. Like literally, I typed into YouTube Jaguar Wright and Angie Stone when I did the live where I was investigating your connection to her and UMG and Clive and Jay-Z and Diddy. And I did that live last month. Before that, I was not watching your channel because I wasn't fucking with you at all. And I've seen all these other content creators' channels. Y'all remember that? Because I pointed it out. They had the same thumbnail, they had the same description. Like she copied and pasted the same story to multiple channels. Same exact description, same exact thumbnail, same exact titles. After, and again, these were all either lives or videos that were posted right after I had did my lives about Angie. Like within hours of me doing my live, my expose, my investigation about Angie Stone. So it's very obvious, Jaguar, that you sit up and watch my lives to figure out what you're going to talk about on your channel. That's real sad for someone who says they're a celebrity. That's real weird for someone who claims to be an alleged celebrity, constantly trolling my channel and repeating my content. You're not a victim. Ain't no Willie Lynch mentality being done towards you. I told you, like I told everybody else on my channel in 2024, that God was pulling the cover off of all you fakes in this industry. That everybody who has allegedly been involved in these satanic rituals, that God, the Most High God, is exposing y'all. I'm just one of the many messengers. And now that you're being exposed, you want to play victim? You want to run to religion when you told the whole world you're not religious because you're a witch? Really? Ironic. Faye, good to see you, my love. Thank you so much. She said the subscribers need to stop enabling and supporting the BS. Exactly. But that's not going to happen when they're being fucking brainwashed. See, because this happened to me for so many years in those apostolic Pentecostal churches, I know the signs. Y'all know how many years it took me to break the mind conditioning of those cults? I'm still breaking the mind conditioning of the cults. That's how come I can recognize it when a cult leader is trying to project that shit on the other people, when they just blindly follow. This woman sat up and prayed for 2,000 people to go strike Maggie's channel. I enabled the chat because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I said, she's not serious. She's got to be joking. She was dead fucking serious. And Lord Jesus, if you can just, enable 2,000 people to go over. I was like, what? That's why I screen recorded it, in case you try to take that shit down later. And I looked at the chat. The chat was, yes, talking about in Jesus' mighty name. From your lips to God's. I was like, oh my God, this is just like the cults I come from. Where they will amen and come in agreement with fucking pastors who are pedophiles and rapists. and still sit in the congregation. Amen, Bishop. Amen, Pastor. On that satanic Illuminati pyramid that I shared screen last night / this morning, on the anarchy level, the coven leadership level, there's novice witches, there's craft practicing witches that know spells and summon demons. You publicly said you were a witch. It's my opinion, Jaguar Wright, that you're bewitching people on your platform. The scripture I pulled up. In the latter days, many shall depart from the faith and give heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. As much as I hate to admit this, I'm witnessing you do that on your platform. And then you play victim after you do it. Oh, everybody's against me. No, ma'am, no ham, no turkey. The Most High God is against the demons that you're in agreement with, that you're using to mind control and bewitch these people. The other reason I know you're trolling me, you missed the healing that you received on my channel. That's why you're playing the same high frequency music, the background music I play during my lives on your channel. You'll never admit it, but I know. I see, feel, and hear all your energy, even when I don't want to, because you keep channeling me when I'm not even thinking of you or fucking with you. Then all of a sudden I start hearing your thoughts. I start feeling your feelings. I think it hurt your feelings when I told you I was doing the cord cutting ritual on you, which I did. You're not going to be able to do any harm towards me. Every time any energy rising up against me shall fall immediately and be destroyed. Chaos and confusion will come about your lives. Death and hell will follow your evil intentions back to you. Every time you try to send evil intentions, it comes back to you 100,000-fold immediately. Why do you think your whole world's falling apart? That's how you spiritually protect yourself. I don't have to send demons after you. I only have to reverse your evil intentions back to you. And still pray that you surrender to the Most High God, that you will come out from among them, these elite Baphometus people. Come out from among them and be ye separate, says the Lord. You refuse to do it. You're still carrying out their agenda. Who prays to Hey Zeus for other people's channels to be struck? That's real weird. Real weird. Faith said, you're uplifting us and helping us all to grow spiritually. Thank you. It ain't about no Willie Lynch, black on black tearing people down. No, ma'am. No ham, no turkey. I'm exposing you because you're not who I thought you were. You're not who a lot of us thought you were. It's not just my platform. There's multiple platforms that are disturbed and disgusted to realize that you're not a real whistleblower, that you're not a real advocate for survivors of sexual abuse. You're not. You're a troll. You're a plant. You and Danny Robertson are the two biggest trolls on YouTube in this small sector of YouTube. Because again, this little sector that you and Danny have created is very small in the grand scheme of YouTube. There's so many other channels that I see that get millions of views, that have millions of subscribers, that are not talking about any of this shit. They're not talking about you. They're not talking about Diddy. They're not talking about Jay-Z. They're talking about other music artists. They're talking about mindless, brainless bullshit. trends and TikTok challenges, just sheer stupidity that get way more views and subscribers than y'all. Hell, Danny Robertson's platform, I think she only has 14,000 subscribers, but she spends her whole time trolling and monitoring people and then playing, their content just for the sole purpose of tearing them down. Now, I can say this when it comes to the Willie Lynch mentality, I do feel like Danny Robertson's definitely, you know, on that. She's definitely on that bandwagon of tearing people down, just like you. That's why I don't believe y'all have beef. I believe y'all are friends. I believe both of y'all are CIA operatives that are collectively working together to just, create drama and chaos and all this low vibrational shit. Then y'all wonder why the fuck I don't want to come to your platforms and join your panels. That little town hall meeting invitation that you sent by way of Ralph the Mushmouth. I don't know whose side Nafisa is on. Because again, she really, she went hard for how I need to go on Ralph's channel, only for me to find out that Ralph was interviewing you. She said she took a break from YouTube, but she was on Uncle Mike's channel during said break. Unapologetically Black kept bringing her ass on my live, talking shit about, why are you talking about Jaguar? Because it's my channel and I can do what the fuck I want. Ain't nobody talking about her. I'm exposing her. See, I pay attention to intentions and what people say and do. Any real supporter of mine is not going to question me about what I talk about on my channel because you support my channel. Any real supporter's not trying to get me to go on CC's channels that I've made it clear I have no desire to collaborate with. Then come and saying, oh, I didn't know you had beef with Ralph. Whoever said I had beef with Ralph the Mushmouth? I nicknamed him Ralph the Mushmouth because he talks like Mushmouth. I don't have beef with him. We've never interacted for me to have beef with him. But see how people spin these false narratives? Because on my channel, it is about uplifting, but it's also about exposing the bullshit and exposing the truth. And the truth of the matter is, Jaguar, you have not presented any sort of frequency that's indicative of you trying to rescue anyone from the industry. You have not presented any energy that's indicative of you trying to rescue children who are victims of being sexually trafficked. You have not been an advocate for survivors of sexual abuse. In fact, you've bullied survivors of sexual abuse. I'm one of them. One of many. Then you gang stalked with Maggie. And now you want people to feel sorry for you because she turned on you like I told you she was going to do. Jaguar, do you remember me telling you that Maggie was going to turn on you before February 9th? Do you remember that conversation we had? Remember the family call where I told you that Sean Atwood was going to turn on you before February 9th? I said Sean Atwood and Maggie are going to turn on you, and eventually so is Grace and Odell. And the last one standing is going to be Ayasha. I told you that, and you got mad at me and called me a troll. And lo and behold, everything I told you has happened. Interesting. Miss, I'm a fake psychic. Okay. Quell said that's what they use, their desires, vanity, regret, or sorrow. Exactly. There are levels to it, as deep as the subconscious of the human mind. Absolutely, Quell. And now that I'm pointing all this shit out and calling her out on it, now you want to put out lives with titles about black on black crime and black content creators, just like Cloudy, yeah. I have never been so hurt by any white, bloggers as I have been my own people, specifically black women content creators on YouTube and black gay male content creators on YouTube, aka my channel, aka Funky Dineva, because ain't neither one of us fucking with your fake ass. Miss, I'm half Italian, so I'm better than the rest of you black niggas on YouTube. Miss, I sat up on Fox Soul and allowed Armand Wiggins to publicly drag Al Reynolds for filth on his birthday and labeled it as a roast. My roasts are funny. They're not dragathons. You sat on Fox Soul and allowed that shit, and it got your show destroyed. And ever since then, Claudia, you've been playing victim. And now this Kathy White Jay-Z shit. I need y'all to stop talking about Jay-Z and Kathy White. Why? How the fuck does that affect your life, Claudia? How is it that you and Jaguar have the same exact patterns of behavior, but yet you both put out on YouTube how much y'all hate each other? First you said you was gonna sue her, then she's talking shit about you. It just amazes me how these black women who claim to hate each other seem to have the same exact patterns of behavior, specifically when it comes to YouTube. But you're not plants, right? Okay. Faye, they are most definitely plants. Absolutely. I feel that way too. Much love to you, Dee Dee. Good to see you, my love. Faye, yeah, she said, what the fuck's that? That's nuts. Go to her channel. She did a live, what was it, a day ago, I think? A day or two ago? She was praying in Jesus' name for 2,000 people to go to Magic. You know what? I'm going to present it tonight since I screen recorded it. I'm going to let y'all see it on my live tonight. I'm going to show you the prayer. She prayed for over 2,000 people to go simultaneously and strike Magic's channel. She started with the prayer and she said, in the name of Jesus, not Yeshua. I want y'all to pay attention to that. Family, do y'all remember the lives when she was on panel with me, when her and I discussed how Jesus is the false Christ and Yeshua is the real Christ? Do y'all remember that? If y'all remember that, just put the letter J in the chat. So why would she pray to Jesus when she said she doesn't believe in Jesus for over 2,000 people to go to Maggie's channel and strike her channel, but yet you want to say that there's a Willie Lynch mentality and that black content creators are against you, ma'am? You just prayed and you called her that Haitian thing. Almost like you hate Haitians, allegedly. But the prayer is not allegedly. You prayed for over 2,000 people to go to Maggie's channel and strike her channel. Now you want to play victim. Okay. Yeah, y'all tune in tonight. I'll share screen because I screen recorded it. That's going to be a part of tonight's live in addition to showing y'all the live that she did with Paperwork Party TV. Oh, since you want to talk about Willie Lynch, why the fuck did you in Paperwork Party TV go in on Stone Paxson? Days in a row. Until you fucked around and found out that was the wrong thing to do because the people that are working to collectively produce your music saw that shit and was not pleased with it. How are you talking about black content creators going against each other when you just sat your ass on Paperwork Party TV's live last week? You and Gene Deal with paperwork. Tearing Stone Paxson to shreds for no reason. Another content creator that's never done anything to you. Who was the other one? Mr. Let Go, who also did nothing but support you. Another black content creator that you went the fuck off on. But yet everyone is coming for you. Really? Really? So I'm going to need you to hit that link for betterhelp.com, www.betterhelp.com. Hit the link, po little tink tank. Because I think you really be believing the shit that comes out of your mouth, and that's what makes it even more sad. Tonette, thank you, my love. Peace to you. Like I said, I'm laying down, trying to get some rest. It's just been a very strenuous couple of days with, the everything going on with this condition I need surgery for. And then when I think when I lifted that toad, I did something to my back. So as I was laying down researching for tonight's live, that's what prompted this one. Because I was like, oh yeah, today's the day she's supposed to be doing the live with Stone. I don't see no live about Stone. I don't see an interview scheduled with Stone Paxton on her channel. That's the only reason why I went to her channel, was to see if it was there. And lo and behold, what do I see? Lives that were scheduled right after mine. Well, not scheduled. Lives that were done right after mine. Because I'm hitting the nail on the head with my investigation about you, Diddy, Jay-Z, Clive, Mary J. Blige, Angie Stone, Kathy White, Kim Porter, Whitney Houston, Bobby Christina. See, because I said last night, it would be so diabolical if you were a part of every one of those satanic sacrifices, and yet you've claimed that, you were so close to Kim and I'll Be Sure. You claim that you knew Whitney. You lied and said that you were there when Angie Stone died. Clout chasing. When you could be focusing on your music and your Jaguar Wright show. Clout chasing. And clout chasing off of my channel. Taking all the research that I do and taking credit for it on your platform and others. Like I said, you're the biggest troll on YouTube. As far as I'm concerned, you're a CIA operative plant. Diddy said, so fucking weird for 2000. Yeah, no, for real. Y'all come back tonight. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play the screen recording. Because I was dying laughing. I said, she cannot be serious. Oh, she was dead serious. And Jesus, and I just pray in your name, if you could just allow 2,000 or more people to just go over to her, that she kept referring to Maggie as a dead black owl. That was extremely telling. She literally kept calling her the dead black owl. Now, why would someone who's not an assassin refer to a former allegiance, your YouTube bestie, Maggie the Black Owl? Why are you now calling her the dead black owl? Why are you speaking death over Maggie on your platform, but also claiming to be a minister and a defender of freedom, but you're speaking death over her? That would be like me saying the dead Jaguar Wright. That's real weird for someone who claims to be a minister. Faith said she's leading them all off a cliff. This is getting out of control. Yeah, just like the Bible says, when the blind leads the blind, they both fall off and fall into a ditch. She said, right, Faith, completely out of control. Yeah. Faith said, I hate to say this, but I think it's too late for Jag. It might be, honestly. Didi said her prayer was not answered clearly. Faith said the trolls need to go back under the bridge they crawled out from. Didi said, yep, she's a lost cause, Neptune Pisces. And when I discovered that, I was shocked as fuck when I saw Danny Robertson has over 15K subscribers. Like, how? Because low vibrational people, I mean, think about it, y'all. Frequencies align. A third of the angels followed Lucifer out of heaven. Of course, low vibrationals are going to have followers. Neptune Pisces, oh yeah, I haven't seen Nafisa in a good minute. Exactly. And that's why, like, I appreciated that she came back and said that she went on Maggie's platform and defended me about, Murph lying on me about the whole, I did a public reading. No, I didn't. She never even asked for a reading. Her mom and her grandmother that passed on channeled me, and I gave her messages that she said on my platform helped heal her relationship with her sister. So I appreciate that Nafisa defended me. I appreciate that she came back. But one thing that I realized that didn't line up, when she said she took a break from YouTube, I saw her on Uncle Mike's channel during said break. Again, all the people that are now coming back to my channel that, were MIA, notice y'all that they've all come back after they realized that I'm not fucking with Jaguar no more. And it was really odd to me how adamant she was trying to persuade me to go and align with Ralph. I don't need to align with any other content creators. I'm good on my channel by myself. After what happened with Jaguar, I have no desire to collaborate with any content creator on YouTube that comes from the Jaguar Wright sector. I don't trust any of you. I don't care how good you say your intentions are. I don't trust any of you. I only know you exist because Jaguar Wright brought you into my existence. I never sought out any of you. Again, I've never heard of any of these people. They're not major platforms that people follow. They're platforms that Jaguar trolls. Think about that. She trolls their platforms and brings them to my attention for what? I didn't understand that even when we were aligned. I kept saying, why do you keep, if these people keep talking shit about you, why do you keep going to their channels and watching their content? Like, why? Privately, I asked her that. Like, sis, why do you keep watching them? Just stop watching them. That's why I don't watch them. I don't give a fuck about these people. The only time I give a fuck is if you're saying something that could help me sue you. That's the only time. Outside of that, I don't fucking care. They're non-motherfucking factors. But to her, they're a big deal. Because that's the only way she can get attention. Quell said, I think Jackie has been psychologically broken and is being used by the other side. It's what it looks and sounds like. You can hear and see the internal struggle in her random rants, the transitions. Exactly, Quell. From anger to sorrow and BS makes the psychological scars attacks pretty clear and even deeper. And because I witnessed that is why I said I'm praying for her healing. That does not mean I want to realign with you. It just means I pray that all the trauma that you're still dealing with, that you can find healing from that. Because I do. But I'm still going to investigate you. And I agree, Quell. I feel like they broke her down and now they're using her. And she is so far gone that she can't even see it. Jason, good day to you as well. Thank you for all the J confirmations. It's very psychotic. And she is exposing herself, Faye, for sure. Beyond disturbing. Exactly. Angie passes away and suddenly the psychosis elevate. Yep. And Jay elevates. Exactly. Just like all the increase in sales. Y'all think it's a coincidence that right around the time Angie Stone sacrifices announced, it's around the same time that Jay-Z, gets a win in court with the lady that accused him and Diddy of raping her when she was 13. All of a sudden, all these back-to-back events. Now, all of a sudden, the woman drops the case with prejudice, which means that it can never be brought into court again. Then she tries to redact that later by saying that he threatened her and he coerced her to do that. Guess who else talked about being coerced? Jonathan Hay. Shout out to Jonathan Hay. He put that out about Jay-Z allegedly having that romantic relationship with Rihanna when Rihanna was a minor, and then later redacted it and has now said, well, yeah, Jay-Z pretty much, threatened me. And so that's the only reason why I did that. Seems like Jay-Z has a pattern of threatening people into not exposing him, allegedly. Neptune said she probably got the message that Stone is not the one to be played with. Oh, absolutely, she did. Like I said, there's been conversations and discussions that I've had with Stone that I can't publicly discuss. I know that for a fact, Neptune. It'll come out later. I'm not going to be the one to put it out there. But it's going to come out the people that she fucked around and found out that that wasn't the move to make. It directly impacted her music. I'll put it that way. Sean, Danny called and talked to Grace's ex-husband, offering to pay him for an interview. I'm not surprised, just like she offered to pay me $1,000 to come on her panel and show her how Storm Monroe used AI to alter what Jaguar said, because she's so dead, he or she, because again, I don't know if that's a male or female, they, because they are so dead set on, exposing that Jaguar did say that about Jay-Z. Again, Danny, how does that benefit you if you're not a plant sent by Jay-Z? What does anything that Jaguar Wright has to say about Jay-Z, how does that affect your life if you're not a plant? See, I don't care about the whole clout chasing shit. I care about getting down to the truth. Who are these people from the industry for real? Who is Jaguar Wright for real? Who is Jay-Z Carter for real? Who is Sean Diddy Combs for real? Who is Clive Davis for real? Who is Mary J. Blige for real? What was there more to the Angie Stone story than just the UMG royalties? I showed you guys the gematria. How child sacrifice in Labyrinth came up. I showed you guys Jaguar's government name gematria. And it said, Beyonce, my witch. And y'all don't think these people could have participated in these satanic rituals? How the fuck does Jaguar know all the shit she knows if she's not on the inside of all this shit? How? How, Sway, since you want to keep copying off of me even with that? And that, why do you keep copying off of me? I'm not a celebrity. I'm just a content creator that started going live in in October. Why is what I have to say so important, Jaguar? Why is it so important to you? Again, I'm not in the industry. I'm not a celebrity. Why aren't you talking about justice for Angie Stone? Why did you all of a sudden jump on the bandwagon? Because you saw that Stone Paxton was trending. Think about that, family. Before she realized that Stone Paxton was trending, she wasn't talking about Angie on her platform. But she was leaking the details of my investigation on multiple platforms and allegedly being paid for it. See, if I was the troll that you said, every single platform where you've stolen my content, I would have already blasted you on every single one of them. The only one that I plan to blast you on is Real Life Street Stars. That's going to happen. It's going to happen today, in fact. That way they know where the source of the information you regurgitated really came from. It for damn sure didn't come from you. You don't investigate. You don't research. You monitor other people's content and you repeat it. That's what you do. So that's all the more reason why I'm going to continue to investigate you. But this bullshit title, this Willie Lynch shit, you can miss me with that. You're one of the biggest cyber bullies on YouTube. You're one of the biggest gang stalkers on YouTube. The irony that you and Odell asked me to make that petition months ago, and then you are literally playing out cyberbullying and gang stalking damn near daily on this very app. It's real weird. You and Danny Robertson, both of y'all. All y'all do is monitor people and troll their chats. It's real. It's giving real, agent energy, real plant energy. Yep, malevolent entities. Exactly. Like the same way you and Paperwork Party TV went off on Stone Paxton for no fucking reason is the same way Danny Robertson keeps doing that shit to me. I've been to her channel twice because she's a non-factor. I'm not gonna go, listen to her talk shit about me. It's enough of y'all telling me about it. And not even just my subscribers, trolls emailing me. Oh, like it was like four random people that I've never heard of that emailed me. Oh, D, you need to get over to Danny Robertson's channel. She's over there talking shit about you. And D, you need to go see what she's talking about. For what? She doesn't matter. She is a nobody. He or she, because again, I don't know if she's male or female. I'll say they. They don't matter. They are a non-motherfucking factor. They have never cammed up. Are you even a real human being? Or are you a psycho like the guy in Psycho? Are you a male that dresses in drag and just monitors and trolls people? That's what Odell said about you. Odell said that allegedly you have a twin and that both of y'all dress in drag and you guys you study women to monitor how to talk like a woman. That, I mean, he said that shit when we were all still aligned as family. No, she didn't say the prayer today, Faye. It was yesterday. Because I saw that video yesterday. That was when I screen recorded it. It was either yesterday or Wednesday. It was either Wednesday or yesterday. I'm going to present it tonight, the screen recording. We're going to finish reviewing the screen recording that she did, the live with Paperwork Party TV, Trash and Stone. Again, one has to wonder, why does this woman keep trashing people that ain't never did nothing to her? Because Stone even was like, who are these people? I said, oh, they're trolls, Stone. They're trolls. He's not new to YouTube. He is new to the Jaguar Wright sector of YouTube. He's like, I just don't understand why they're even talking about me. I said, I do. One, you're trending. Two, Angie Stone named you. Three, I'm supporting you. That's why. And I'm exposing them. And celebrities do watch my channel. It's been confirmed. And there's been more than one celebrity that's been thanking me for presenting the Satanic Ritual Calendar because they said, D, you're on point. The stuff on that calendar is real. And I know for a fact, these are people in the industry who have told me they know for a fact that those satanic rituals are real, and so are the abductions. Again, I discovered that back in 2018. Right around the time I started seeing Jaguar on Storm's channel exposing Jay-Z and Diddy and talking about all the same stuff I've talked about on Facebook. So again, for all I know, Jaguar she could literally be a friend on my private Facebook page, and I just never knew it. Who knows how long she's been trolling me? I just thought about that. The Do Is Out Wilt clothing line, I was talking about that on my private Facebook page before I ever even made the JustDee show public one. So for all I know, she could be on my Facebook right now. posing as one of my real life friends. Because my Facebook is only people that I know in real life and people that I've met over the years. It's not outsiders on my shit because I don't approve friend requests from outsiders. It's family and friends and people I've grown up with and people from them damn churches that I come from. Quell said, speaking of Good Friday, y'all should check out the miracle that happens in Jerusalem every year around this time. The people gather and the candles they bring light themselves with holy fire. That's really telling because Good Friday on the Satanic ritual calendar is a day that they do human sacrifice specific to adult males. Today is the day on the Satanic calendar that they do. They call it Good Friday Passion of Christ blood ritual human sacrifice adult male. And then tomorrow on Easter Eve, it's the same thing. Another blood ritual human sacrifice adult male or female. So I will look into that. I will definitely look into that. You said the fire doesn't burn the people. There are videos of people touching their clothes and skin and they don't burn. That, what? That sounds like that fire festival on the calendar. That's interesting. Yeah, I will look into that. I'll look into the miracle that happens in Jerusalem because it honestly sounds similar to the satanic rituals. I'm about to jump off. I really just wanted to point this out. The irony, the delusions of grandeur. Yeah, like the burning bush. Got it. The troll behavior, the CIA plant behavior, the constant copying of my content and posing it as your own, being a cyberbully, a gang stalker, acting like an agent but playing victim. No one's going to come together with a liar. No one's going to come together with someone who is allegedly an assassin. No one's coming together with someone who creates negative distractions when real truth tellers start exposing the truth about you, Jaguar. The Most High God exposing you and using people like me and other black content creators to do it is not the Willie Lynch mentality. It's you being exposed for who you actually are, not who you've pretended to be. And you've let down a huge, huge community of survivors of sexual abuse by pretending to be an advocate. You had people believing this Tammy person. I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch the video because it aired shortly after you did the fuckery to me on February 9th, so I never did watch. Matter of fact, I didn't watch any of your content on the Jaguar Wright show outside of the Sheen Awards because that was when I was still reviewing your music and promoting you and trying to make you likable. But after you did what you did to me February 9th, I stopped watching all your content. So I just wasn't interested in listening to you interview the Tammy woman because I knew that you were duplicitous. I knew that you were full of shit. So now the news story coming out that Odell went to help her after y'all did y'all little whatever, your interview or whatever, and that he was gone for 30 hours. First, you spun the narrative that, because I saw the titles. Again, I didn't watch those lives, but I saw the titles where you said that Tammy was missing. I'm like, this woman ain't missing. She just don't want to fuck with you. Then people were coming in my chat saying that verbatim. Tammy's not missing. She just doesn't want to do any more interviews with Jaguar because of all the drama and, all the negativity on her channel. which again says a lot about the people that actually are coming in agreement and following all the negativity on your channel. Now, like I said, the story is that Odell left to help Tammy for 30 hours. And that's what sent you into that extreme manic episode where you're crying and screaming and talking about you fell and how it hurt you to have to record him and it hurt you so much that you threw up. Then the insinuating that you might be allegedly pregnant. That's what women who are real desperate and have very low self-esteem and who suffer from manic mental episodes do. When you realize that you've lost a man and that man didn't even respect you, you cry and try to, garner sympathy. And then, the most common thing manipulators do, well, let me trap him with a baby. Oh, you're going to break up with me? Well, guess what? I'm pregnant. Now, you haven't come out and said that you were pregnant, but you did say multiple times on that live I was watching that God's blessed you with a miracle and that you're about to push your body, at your age. What the fuck? The Jay Curry guy. It was on his channel that I saw that because I was looking for receipts since everybody kept saying you and Odell had broken up. Now, that was just for my own personal research to see if the premonitions I had were true, that y'all really were done. And that Jay Curry guy's video popped up when I typed in, Jaguar Wright, Odell breakup. Apparently you got mad at him for playing receipts from the live that you took down. How you mad at somebody when you do that all the time? You record everybody and play it on your channel, so you mad at the same thing you've done to people, including me, has been done to you. Did you not take my prayer serious when I said that any energy rising up against me shall fall immediately and be destroyed? That chaos and confusion will come about your lives and death and hell will follow your own evil intentions back to you. That's what's happening. All the evil intentions that you've had towards me are coming back to you 100,000-fold worse. And it ain't just me exposing you. It's a lot of people exposing you. That's God. If you didn't know, that's the Most High God. I called it at the end of 2024. I said every one of y'all involved in this shit are getting exposed, and it's God doing it. And then lo and behold, you admit it. You said you knew how to make a person leave you. That's sad that you're proud of being toxic. At your age, at your big age of damn near 50, you're bragging about being toxic. Like I said, no head game, no pussy is good enough for any man to stick around with toxic behavior. And if a man has a wayward dick, you shouldn't want to have that in your, like, you shouldn't be crying and vying for a man who you're basically alleging to be a hoe to want him back. Only women who don't love themselves do that. Let me beg and plead for this man that I'm insinuating cheated on me. And you said out of your own mouth that you said, you're always trying to find a way to make me look like a liar. You're always trying to find a way to make me look crazy. And it's just starting to remind me of all of my other relationships where I was gaslit. Well, don't be the pot calling the kettle black, because you gaslight the fuck out of everybody on this app. You, him, Danny, all of y'all do the same shit. So does Paperwork Party TV. So why would anybody feel sympathy for you for the same thing you've done happening to you? That's how karma works. What you put out is what you get back. That's why no matter what my body's putting me through, I speak into existence my healing. I speak into existence every single door opening up for my surgery and for my stability. No matter what dark magic you and Grace spoke over me. No matter what dark magic the covens and the cults I come from are speaking over me. I've bound all of that up. And I've reversed it back to every last one of y'all that sent it. Serene, good to see you, my love. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah. You can't claim that black content creators are coming for you. No, ma'am. God's exposing you. You can't claim that it's a Willie Lynch mentality. It's the Most High God exposing you. By the very people that you drug and bullied and cybered, bullied and gang stalked on this very app. So thank you for confirming that you are obsessively watching my channel. Thank you for confirming everything I keep saying about you. From copying the background music, copying, my lingos, copying my titles, copying my content, just copycat. You know what that tells me, Jaguar? That you really wish you could be me. I keep telling you, you can't compete where you don't compare. You can't fake authenticity. Now watch, y'all. She's going to do a live from bed and claim that she doesn't feel well. You can see in my face that I don't feel the best right now. I don't sleep in clothes because I sweat from Graves' disease. It just amazes me. Someone that calls themselves a celebrity continues to monitor and stalk my channel and repeat everything I say and do. It's real weird. So good to see you, Serene. Yeah, I did. I responded. You didn't get? I sent a response to your email, Serene. I hope you got it, my love. Faye said she might do the crawl, right? She'll probably do a live from the bed under the blankets naked and then pop out and crawl. She crawled to the phone to call Cloudy, yeah. A lying ass bitch. How does a liar call other people liars? How does that work? How, Sway? How does that work? Everybody's a liar but you? Even though I've caught you lying about me multiple times? Oh my God. Seek help. Seek help expeditiously. Visit www.betterhelp.com. Hit the link. Oh my God, I'm so tired. Because them people above me were so fucking loud. Jesus Christ. I literally didn't lay down to go to sleep until 8:30. And so, yeah, I'm going to get some more rest. I got a few things I've got to work on, but I will be back tonight. So y'all make sure to come back tonight. Quell said most people in the industry exhibit similar behavior. Exactly. That's why I keep saying they all got to be plants, bruh. They're all doing the same thing. Y'all don't think it's a coincidence that her and Danny Robertson and Paperwork Party TV all do the same behavior of trolling? Paperwork is the biggest troll because he spends money to troll. I think Danny Robertson, he or she may be broke. I've never heard about them traveling to troll. Paperwork traveled to Beverly Hills to troll the Clive Davis celebrity party. That was the first time I heard of him. Well, no, I take that back. The first time I heard of Paperwork was when Jaguar did the interview with him and Shane Brown, the guy that alleges that he's Bobby Brown's nephew but doesn't look anything like him. Had never heard of Paperwork Party TV before that. Because y'all know that's when we were still aligned. I was still supporting her. And she's like, y'all make sure, JustDee show, y'all make sure y'all go over to Paperwork Party TV's channel. I'm going to be doing a live night. I remember because I was going to do a live that night. And I, put mine off so that we could all go over and watch her on his channel. And we all subscribed. We supported her on his platform. And he was doing the expose about Whitney. After that, I never went back to his channel again until she was doing the interview with him. And she didn't tell any of us that she was doing the interview in person. I thought she was going to do it virtually. But she met Paperwork in person in Beverly Hills. Because she was still living in California with Odell. And her and Odell went to the Beverly Hills Hotel where Whitney was sacrificed, where Clive Davis knew she was sacrificed and continued the party. Y'all remember, because his country ass kept saying, Clive Davis is here. Clive Davis is downstairs. Like a groupie. Like a little groupie hoe that, wanted to get bent over by Clive Davis. He was so happy that Clive Davis was there. I kept wondering, why the fuck is she at this hotel in person, of all places, when all her other interviews, including with the Blue Couch, are virtual? Even the recent Blue Couch, that whole shit, that was virtual. She won't go to Dallas because she got warrants there, allegedly. But you went and sat with Paperwork at the hotel Whitney was sacrificed at. That just kind of gives satanic vibes. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it like it is. Were you channeling Whitney? Is that why you went to the hotel? I'm serious. Did y'all do a satanic ritual that night? Because they did say that you just all of a sudden up and left. Where'd you go, Jaguar? Did you go join the people downstairs at the party? Y'all remember how excited she was when she did her live and she said how, I just forgot what it feels like to be in that environment. There were these two white ladies that were crying when they saw me and asked me for autographs. Again, cooning. The coonery of it all. Jaguar, why do you and Claudia praise white bloggers and white supporters more than your black supporters? I thought about that. When you were aligned with Sean Atwood, you were always up his ass and praising him, but you never acknowledged those of us black supporters that were supporting you. Just like Claudia. Both of y'all some coons. You went on and on and on about the two white women that cried over you. But you've never acknowledged the black supporters that supported you, that still do. Even some of my former subscribers still support you. They're all black. You never acknowledged them. Why were you so excited to be at that celebrity party, and why did you go? You keep claiming that they are trying to kill you. You keep claiming that they are after you, but you went and sat your ass in that environment with Clive and all those celebrities and Paperwork. Why you ain't do that interview virtual? Why did Paperwork fly all the way to California to sit down with you when you said to all of us that he's like your brother? Why is this nigga spending his money to troll? Really think about that, family. This man spent his own money to fly all the way to California to sit down with Jaguar when he lives in Dallas. And I'll never forget how she went off on me on the family call with Odell when they first started calling me a troll before the February 9th humiliation ritual. D, you know, you're just starting to make troll moves because, you know, you went on your platform and that's not a good look when you said you were suspicious of Paperwork Party TV. He's like my brother. And Odell's like, yeah, you know, that's the fam. Really? I didn't see him promoting you on his channel outside of the interviews that you did, that he probably paid you to do. I told you not to trust Paperwork Party TV. I said he was setting you up. I told you not to trust Sean Atwood. I said he was setting you up. I told you not to trust Maggie. She was setting you up. It's amazing how everything I warned you about has happened, Jaguar. Amazing. But you and Grace had the audacity to call me a fake psychic. Now Danny Robertson and everybody else is calling Grace a fake psychic. And I did see that eventually Grace is going to turn on you with Odell. Just like I saw that eventually you're going to find out that Odell allegedly fucked Maggie. It's going to come out. My premonitions are very real. My abilities are very real. It just amazes me. You called me a troll. Now you're trying to redact what you said on Paperwork Party TV's channel. You're trying to backpedal. These YouTube streets is saying that you want him to make a public apology because now it's fucking with your music money. Now allegedly multiple producers don't want to work with you because they're now paying attention to your content. And it ain't about your music. It's about drama and chaos and dragging content creators. So who the fuck is the biggest Willie Lynch mentality motherfucker on YouTube? It's you. When is the last time we've seen you uplift a black content creator? We haven't. Not even when I was still aligned with you. I was the one raising your frequency. I was the one trying to bring your attention back to positivity. Grace was the one lowering your frequency consistently, enabling you, yelling and cursing out and calling people bald-headed bitches and all this other shit. Talking about how people pussy stank and all that. What the fuck? That's not a high vibrational spiritualist. That's not a goddamn counselor. That's a demon in the flesh enabling your low vibrational energy and frequency and keeping you in a lower state. So why would a dark witch be your spiritual advisor? Answer that, Jaguar. Because birds of a feather flock the fuck together. Thank you, Faith. Sending lots of prayers to you, D. Wishing you good rest. Thank you. Lots of love and peace. I received that love. Quell said, with each other, childish shit. Exactly. Very childish. Serene, did they ever get those signatures to reopen Whitney's case? They did not. Not that I've seen. I couldn't imagine not being free to go anywhere in my own community. I would never do anything to create such a situation, period. Exactly. Didi said, cooning, crying white ladies. Exactly. She needs to hit the link. Very much so. She's always cooning for white people, but claiming to be a Black Panther. I'm from the home of Malcolm X. Malcolm X never cooned for white people, ever. He stood against racism and racist white folks. And this is not about black and white. This is not about me having an issue with white people. I don't. I have an issue with black people who claim to be black activists praising white folks aligning with them over the black people that actually did support them. Because I was your biggest supporter, and so was my platform, Jaguar. Maggie, another black female, supported you. Odell, a black man, supported you. Natanya Rubin, a black woman, supported you. Ronnie Bowe, a black man, supported you. But all you chose to focus on was Tiggle Bitty A2 Titties, No Nuts, Danny Robertson, who you call the robot, Sean Monkeyway, and Official King Primate. You chose to focus on those low vibrational people and their platforms instead of acknowledging those of us that really supported you. You got to think about the psychology of that. But the one content creator that you consistently praised for supporting you was Sean Atwood, a white man who is now being labeled as an Aryan racist. And now you've been cooning for Trump. Mr. Grabbing by the pussy. Mr. said in the 90s that he does not like Negroes and Latinos, and how we should all get deported back to our countries of origin. How, Sway? Donald Trump gave Jaguar Wright a Defender of Freedom Award. No, he didn't. I proved that. I shared screen and showed you. His team handed her an award that didn't even have her fucking name on it. Because Donald Trump is a huge troll. Why do y'all think he looks for so many different black people in the music industry like Waka Flocka Flame, who has been... Waka ain't produced no music in how long? What is Waka Flame known for in the industry? Shitting on black women, going on reality TV, shitting on black females. He for damn sure isn't known for any good music. When's the last time we heard a Waka album that was good? I'll wait. Not never. Trump been using Waka for the past, 4 to 6 years to get young black men to vote for him. Oh, and Young Jock, another, as you call him, Jaguar, another Diddy Bop. Another failed artist. When's the last time we seen Young Jock put out an album of any music that was good? Not never. So we got these two niggas cooning for Trump, and now he done recruited you. Because everybody knows you trend for negative content. You trend for tearing black people down. If anyone is the biggest advocate for the continuity of the Willie Lynch mentality, it's Jaguar Wright. You don't acknowledge your black supporters. You don't uplift black people. All you do is sit on this app and tear them down. A lot of people in the music industry don't want to fuck with you because of that. I'm waiting for the day for Jonathan Hay to come on your channel and do a live with you. I want to see if he's actually going to come on your channel. He did go on Sean's. He definitely went on Sean's. Probably because Sean's not sitting up on his channel constantly bashing content creators. I may not like Sean Atwood, but one thing I can say is that he's consistent with putting out news, not creating drama like you do. Quell said, YouTube baddies, right? I feel like that's what she's trying to do. Just like back, you see, when I used to follow her on Storm's channel, when she started aligning with Tokyo Tony is when I stopped watching her content on Storm's channel because it was annoying. All they were doing was just low vibrational. Again, she has a history of this. Low vibrational commentary back and forth. Even on Storm's channel, she was doing that shit with Tokyo. Then her and Tokyo would get into it. And people said that allegedly Tokyo was on drugs. She would align with Tokyo, and then she would bash Tokyo, and then Tokyo would bash her. That shit was annoying, so I just stopped watching. The only time I started back watching her on Storm's channel was when she would be exposing Jay-Z and Diddy. But if she was on there doing drama shit, I would click off immediately. I didn't want to watch it. So again, you have a long history of doing this. This is not just something that just started with me. You've been doing this shit on YouTube. That's probably why so many of your channels got taken down. So now you big mad that people are calling you on your shit, that you're now being exposed. Well, that's the Most High God exposing you. Faye said, facts, D, absolutely. Didi said, I don't think producers have wanted to work with her for years because she's bitter. Exactly. Serene, her negative definitely outweighs her positive. Absolutely. Absolutely. And people pay attention to that when it comes to wanting to collaborate with you. Quell said the original issue was the industry, what they did to Jaggy and all the other artists and Diddy and Lip Monster with the oily antics and them stealing music to this BS. Exactly. Why aren't you focusing on your music? I don't like, I will always give it to you. You can sing your ass off. I will never say that I don't like your music. I love your music. Why the fuck aren't you focusing on it? That's what I don't understand. Despite your negativity, there are still producers that want to help get your music out. Odell, we watched Odell try so hard to steer you away from salacious shit. We watched him try to, get you to focus on being in the studio, making music. What happened to the EP? What happened to the gospel soundtrack? Where the fuck's your music? Where's all the music Odell was helping you produce? Where is it? That live you did where you prayed for them 2,000 people to strike Maggie's channel, you set up and said, I got plenty of time. How, Sway? If you're an artist, how do you have time to troll on YouTube? How come you're not focusing on producing your music? Why aren't you focusing on producing the Jaguar Wright show? Has Odell truly given up on the Jaguar Wright show already? He was the producer of it. Remember the conversation the three of us had on the phone, remember? And I offered my services for free. But Mr. Egotistical, y'all kept comparing his thumbnails to mine, asking me my opinion of the thumbnails, asking me my opinion of the video edits, because I possess a skill set that neither of you do. I was willing to help you for free. Now I see why the ancestors didn't even allow that to happen, because look at where shit has gone. You're not even focused on your own show. That says a lot. You're more focused on clout chasing than the Jaguar Wright show. You're more focused on clout chasing than making money making music. You're more focused on obsessively watching my channel and repeating my content than producing your own content and music. It's real weird. Patterns are there for sure. Exactly, Serene. Neptune, Pisces. I had no idea Jaguar and Tokyo had an on and off friendship. Oh, absolutely. If you go look at Stormisha Bussy Alize Jenkins' channel and you go back to the videos from like a couple of years ago, hell, just like, what was it, 2 years ago? 3 years ago? They did a whole bunch of videos together on his channel where they were besties. That's why she has Black China in her intro for her StreamYard. She was very close to Tokyo and Black China. She said Black China is like a daughter to her. And then they fell out. They would make up, they would break up, they would fall out, they would come back together. Last I heard, Tokyo was calling Jaguar a drug addict, and Jaguar was calling her a drug addict. You befriend people, then you fall out. You befriend people, then you fall out. Manic. It's weird. That's why I'm not ever going to align with you. Serene, what I saw of Tokyo, I liked, but I don't follow her. She was giving home cooked meals to her community from her card. See, Jaguar don't even do shit like that. Neptune. Then again, I discovered Jag 2.5 years ago with Storm. It was actually 3 years ago. I discovered Storm from Cynthia G. Right. See, again, I've been following Storm since 2016. And I started seeing Jaguar on his channel around 2018. And I would always post positivity and support for her on this platform. Like I said, she's probably been following me for a long time and I just didn't know it. Because I didn't start my YouTube channel until the end of 2021. So like I've barely been on here a little over 3 years. And I was working from home for Progressive. So I never had time to go live. I didn't start going live until after I lost my job. And it was months after I lost my job before I even started going live. Before that, I would just, research and edit and upload. So, I mean, we're talking October, November, December, December to January, January to February, February to March, March. I've barely been doing live 6 months. And in this short amount of time, all this shit has happened. And she's constantly copying my content. It's real weird. Didi said, yeah, let's pray for YouTube destruction, not for healing with the... Thank you. I pray for healing, for peace. She prays for people's channels to be destroyed. And you're mad because people keep calling you a witch? Well, I mean, you're the one that said you was a witch. You prayed in Jesus's name for over 2,000 people to go to Magic's channel and strike her channel. And she said, well, they say you need to pray specific prayers. I fucking lost it, yo. I was like, that was when I said, okay, I got to screen record this shit before she takes us down. She literally said, I can't remember the whole prayer. It was very long. But, and Lord, I'm praying in Jesus' name that if you could just have at least 2,000 people to simultaneous, Lord God Jesus, to go over to the Dead Black Owl's channel. Again, she kept referring to her as the Dead Black Owl. See, and this is how I know she's in my chat. Because when I was serious exposing her, the little like button that you can do all the laughs was going crazy. It slowed down since I've been putting that out. Ever since I started saying it slowed down. And thank you, Jaguar, for tuning in and watching. Thank you for constantly pushing the little laughing emoji, pushing my video up in the algorithm. Thank you. For real, Faye, I'm going to play it tonight. Y'all make sure y'all come back tonight. She literally said that. And Lord God, if you could just send at least 2,000 people to the Dead Black Owl's channel to simultaneously report the channel at once, I believe we can bring her channel down. What? Let me say it in Spanish. ¿Qué? What the fuck, Jaguar? You're praying for people's channels to be destroyed? See, when I do my prayers of protection, and I say that any energy rise up against me shall fall immediately and be destroyed, and chaos and confusion will come about their lives, and death and hell will fall. That's a prayer of protection, of reversal. That's not a prayer for sending demons to destroy. No, it's destroy people that are sending me negative energy and reverse that shit back to they ass. That way it doesn't come towards me. It only comes back to you. Literally, prayers are reversed. So you send the negative energy right back to sender. That way it can never touch you, and it won't. But no ma'am, no ham, no turkey. You literally said, in the name of Jesus, if you could send over 2,000 or at least 2,000 people to go report the dead Black Owls channel, I think we can get the channel taken down in Jesus' holy name. I said, you know what? She didn't. Yeah, you lost it. Whatever part of it that you had, you definitely lost that motherfucker. I may not be feeling the best, but that shit had me dying laughing, bro. Just like the crawling across the fucking bed, bro. Wow, Faye, exactly. Serene said, yeah, yeah. Music World Wonder. I don't know if I've ever seen you in the chat. If you just subscribed, thank you and welcome to Dee's World. Didi said, stop just when you think it can't get any weirder or funny. I'm telling y'all, that's why I'm going to play that recording tonight. I couldn't believe what I was listening to. Right. Priority's gone out the window with that. Exactly. You prayed to Jesus for the dead Black Owls channel to be struck for over 2,000 people. And if we could just get them to go right now, Lord, I was like, oh my God. You sound like the psycho ministers from the cults I come from that prayed for death to come to me because I exposed Dwight Reed for allegedly grooming his wife that he dated when she started dating her publicly when she was 15 and married her when she was 18 and he was 63. Yeah. Oh, y'all do know that they're still praying prayers of death for me, right? At Christ Apostolic Temple. Amazing how Jaguar is doing the same thing, praying in Jesus' name for people's destruction of platforms that once supported her, that she fucked over. Every one of us that you called family, you shitted on every one of us. And now you're getting your karma. I love it. She said, no, not the crawl. Yes. Didi said, I'm at work pissing myself. Don't pee on yourself. Serene said, laugh my ass off. That's just madness, right? That's why I'm going to play it. That way can't nobody say I'm lying. Oh no, I did the screen recording just like I screen recorded her on Paperwork Party TV's live. That way if motherfuckers try to take that shit down, same way I screen recorded Sarmisha Bussy Alizé Jenkins with that bullshit ass AI crap. See, I'm not like Danny the robot, Lieutenant Dan, Mr. or Mrs. Robertson. I don't screen record to tear people down. I screen record to show receipts of bullshit that people say and do that they later try to redact and say they didn't say and do it. That's the only reason why I screen record, to have evidence. Music said her trolling is indeed off the chart. She was starting mess with Quiet Storm FM. She was? Oh, now I understand why she hates the messy sweet spot so much. I never understood that when we were aligned as family, because again, these are people who I don't know about. I've never heard of Messy Sweet Spot or Quiet Storm. But when Stone Paxton went on her channel, because he's the one that sent me the link, because he was on there with the Sharon lady. And I went and watched not all the live, but part of it. And Quiet Storm was going back and forth with the Sharon lady. And I was like, why are these people arguing about Angie Stone? It's obvious that she was sacrificed. Now it makes sense. So Quiet Storm, she got into it with Quiet Storm. Why, Jaguar, why do you get into it with every fucking body? Music World said, I'm a little new here. I am from the last stream where you were reviewing a Combs case. I am sorry about your father. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that. And thank you for subscribing. See, I love how people be bringing me receipts. I keep telling y'all, I don't be going and I'm not her. I don't go and troll and look for information. It always comes to me. If I could tell y'all how many emails and DMs I've been getting about shit about Jaguar, and a lot of times I don't even pay it no attention because I just, I care enough to expose it, but I don't care that much where you're a focus where I'm not like you, Jaguar. I'm not obsessively looking for content about you. I'm investigating you. Same way I'm investigating Diddy, same way I'm investigating Jay-Z and Clive. You absolutely present as a CIA plant on this app. And I'm going to keep researching you and keep exposing you. Mostly because you tried to make a fool out of me. You took the support I gave and shitted on it. Then you cyberbullied and gang stalked me. And gang cyberbullied me. And again, family, y'all remember when that happened? What did I do? I just left the panel. When I fell asleep and woke up, I didn't go back and forth with her. I literally calmly left the panel. Because one, I was having heart palpitations. I was born with Graves' disease. That is a symptom of it. Two, I was extremely tired. And above all, I was confused. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Wasn't me and Grace supposed to be helping her interpret a dream from Giovanni? And I wake up to being drugged for filth and slandered and defamed and lied on and made fun of? See, low vibrational Scorpios seek revenge. High vibrational Scorpios rise like the phoenix. And when we realize that a person is not who we thought they were and that they betrayed us, we drop you like dead weight. You weren't expecting that. You thought I was going to be like Grace and Ayasha and come running back to you after you did all that bullshit. Because, you do mentally abuse those women, whether they realize it or not. You thought that I was going to come back and try to align with you and come back to your panel. That's why you and Odell were telling people that we were going to have a round two. And I publicly was like, bullshit. Why the fuck would I come back to your platform after that? So when you realized that round two wasn't going to happen, you kept going on Maggie's channel, dragging me for filth. Then you started the campaign of all the trolls and the former subscribers lying on me, lying about my psychic readings, sending bullshit to my PayPal account, reporting my PayPal account, did the whole dispute. PayPal ruled in my favor. Again, narcissists, when they realize they can no longer control you, they try to change the way other people view you by doing a smear campaign. Narcissists love bomb you, and then once they've gotten what they want from you, they devalue and discard you. You're the biggest narcissist troll on YouTube. Straight up. Music World said, that's the thing. Quiet wasn't even on the Messy Sweet Spot. He was on Aunt Mickey's house. I don't even know who that is. I've never heard of Auntie Mickey's house. Said, you're welcome. Wishing you wonderful health and healing. We need to love each other better. Thank you. And you're right. And I received that. That's why I'm exposing this shit. Because it's like, bro, what you just said is what I've been promoting. Hey, Purple Flower, my love. Good to see you. Jag also came for Auntie Mickey. I don't understand her hatefulness. Well, when a person hates themselves inwardly, all they can project is self-hate. When a person's not healed, that's all they can project, That's why no matter what she says and does, my higher self, my highest spiritual self does pray for her healing. And that's really my response to everyone that hates on me. I hope you heal. But you're going to catch that spiritual fade. You're going to get your karma. That's for sure. That's for sure. So I'm gonna jump off, y'all. I got some things I need to take care of. I've been trying to rest today. I'm speaking into existence my new beginning, my healing, my victory. I will be back on tonight. Y'all come back because I'm gonna play the screen recording of that psychotic prayer. Look, prepare to laugh your ass off. Get your popcorn. It's hilarious. She really prayed in Jesus' name for people to strike me. I can't even say this shit without laughing. She really prayed in Jesus' name for over 2,000 people to go strike, in her words, the dead black owl channel. Y'all make sure y'all come back to watch that. And then we're going to finish the review of Stone Paxton's part 2 interview on the other guy. I think it's Knockout TV channel. And we're going to review the Paperwork Party TV live with her and Paperwork tearing down Stone. I'm just, I'm really trying to see, is she really going to do this interview with Stone? I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. I'll be surprised if it does. But I love y'all, these peeps. Thank you so much. Face it, looking forward to it. Quell said, get some resty, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thank you, my love. I'm going to try to get some more rest and take care of some things while resting. But I will be back on tonight, and my afro will be picked out. Of course, my hair is cornrow, which is why I got the bonnet on. But y'all come back tonight. You're going to laugh. You are going to laugh when you hear this psychotic prayer like I did. It's hilarious, but then again, it's not. It's like hilarious that she didn't see anything wrong with it. But it's not hilarious that you're sitting here referring to Maggie as a dead person on YouTube while also claiming to be a minister. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all come back tonight, these peeps.